Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we'll be seeing about the variable scope in Python. Okay, so what is a variable scope? So the scope of a variable refers to the context in which the variable is visible or accessible to the Python interpreter. Let me show you with an example. Okay, so variable scope. Now let's see what this variable scope means for us coders. So let me create a variable called enemies and give it the value of 1, and I'll be creating a function called enemies count. Okay, and I'm going to create another variable which is the same name of enemies equal to 2. So I'm basically editing my old variable and print. Let me print out my enemy count. I'll be using a string here, so it's like easier. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna go outside the function and call upon this function, and I'm gonna print another statement, but it is not inside the function. So let me copy this print statement and paste it here. It's basically the same thing. So we'll see if the value actually has changed or not. As you can see here, the first print statement that is from our function has took the variable as 2, which is what we wanted. But as you see, the second one, it is actually showing 1. So what is the problem here? So here comes variable scoping. Okay, so let's see what is a local scope. I'll be creating a function here called drink portion, and let's say the portion strength equals 2. And I'll print out this portion strength inside my function. And now I'm going to leave out of my function, and outside my function I'm going to try to print the portion strength, and look what happens. As you can see, we get the red squiggly line. That means that there's an error, and it shows that there's an undefined name called portion strength. That means there is not defined here. So it is actually inside the function, so it is local scope, which can be only accessed inside the function. And let's delete this out. So okay, now let's see about the global scope. So for this, I'll be defining a variable called player strength, and let's give it as 10. And I'll be creating a function called drink portion, just like the one up there. And let's say the portion strength here is equal to 2. And I'm going to print the portion strength added with the player health, because when you drink the portion, you get more health. That's what I think happens, but yeah. And as you can see here, let's call this function. Portion, and let's see, because it's in the outside. Okay, let's now comment this all out so we don't get any other code. Okay, so we have only this now, and let's see if it actually works. Yes, so as you can see, we can edit and global scope, which is actually outside and function. We can edit it, we can use it inside the function. So let's comment this all out, And for an example, I'm gonna use this if statement. Okay, so if 0 is less than 5, then point equals 1. So I'm declaring a variable inside an if statement, and let's see if we can access it outside the if statement. So I'm going to print point. And as you can see, there is no error, and even if I run it, I'll get 1. And this is all because the if, while, and for, inside all these loops and statements, variable scope will not be applied. Okay, so let's comment this out. And next we'll see about editing a global scope variable. So for this, it is a little more trickier. I mean, not trickier, but a little more, one extra step you have to do. So let's create a variable called enemies, like the first example, and define a function increase enemies. And for this, first you should write global, the keyword global, and our name of the variable. So it is actually accessing the global variable enemies, not the one inside. And we get an enemies plus equal to 2, so it's adding two more enemies. Let's print our result out, and we'll see if it actually works or not. And let's print it outside also to check if it actually works, and it shows the same thing. So if the enemies variable is actually edited. Oops, I forgot to call the function increase enemies, so let me just quickly call it. Okay, so now let me run it. And as you can see, in both cases, in the both print statements, it has properly edited the global variable. So let's comment this all out and see the next topic, which is global constants. Of course. So for these global constants, there's nothing special about it, but when you're giving a global constant like the height of like your window or something, or the value of pi, or any other examples like that, usually the variable name all of them will be in capital letters, like how I'm showing here. So the height, let's maybe 500, pi 3.14, anything. And if you want to leave space, you just have to use the underscore as usual. But what I'm trying to say is all the words will be capital letter, and this will indicate, like if you're sharing a code to someone, so they will know that this is a global variable and it has a global constant, and it has and it should not be edited. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.